We're here at Sports Interactive Europe 2016 with Brian Solis. You talked about experience, which is sort of the difference between brand and experience. Could you explain?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the differences between brand and experience is that brand is something that we create and we sort of controlled through media and design and advertising and what have you and marketing. But an experience is something that somebody feels and shares and how they react. And ultimately, when someone experiences a brand or a product, they have an experience. They have a feeling, they have an emotion, they have some senses. And it's what they think, it's what they do, it's how they react that I think we need to start measuring in terms of how that becomes the brand. So, for example, we live in a world where people read reviews, people watch videos in order to make decisions about what company or what product or what brand to support. And what they're looking for are the shared experiences of other people in order to help make a peer-driven, trustworthy decision. Now, with that said, branding is still important, but I also think that the experiences that people have and share also become part of the brand. And I think as such, branding now needs to think about experience design instead of leaving those experiences to chance or just leaving it to people to share only the bad experiences, to help them have, number one, great experiences that you design, and two, the types of experiences that you design that they share that helps create the brand that you ultimately want to convey.
Now, a lot of companies say they're customer centric, and it sounds a bit like, that term. Is it the same?
You and I had this conversation earlier. I really loved it. I was just thinking about it 10 minutes ago. Was that I think what I said was companies want to believe that they're customer centric, but they're really not customer centric. They're shareholder centric or they're profit centric, and that's okay because they have to be in business. But at the same time, customers are changing. Customers are becoming more demanding, a little bit more narcissistic, a little bit more elusive. And as a result, we have to step away from our business as usual in order to find ways to connect to them and create new value. And as a result, we have to be human-centric, not just customer-centric, but human-centric in order to design the types of experiences that are meaningful and shareable.
Now, you worked on this concept for your book. So what have you done yourself with your book? Because you were writing this and it was growing in your head. What did you do?
Well, the idea of writing a book about experience design in a digital economy was very, a very awakening for me, and that it was ironic that I would tell you about it in a book. So I thought maybe I would apply the same concepts that I was trying to teach the reader onto myself, and I looked at the idea of a book, of what could a book be, what could a new experience be for someone who's different, a different type of consumer, a connected customer. What would they expect? What would be more intuitive and visible, natural, pleasant, remarkable to them? And I really started doing all kinds of research about the types of products they love, how they interact with those products, the types of experiences that they loved and what they loved about them, and reverse engineered all of those things onto paper. And it really led to what I hope are breakthroughs in what a book is and how to design a book. And the ultimate inspiration was to take those insights and use them to reinvent the textbook for kids who have no idea how to operate a textbook. They would probably try to find the power button because their brains are just naturally different, and we're forcing them to learn in analog ways when I think we could innovate to help them learn in new ways.
Thank you.
Thank you.